Hello, friends. I'm Eric Hutchinson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Hutchinson Realty. Welcome to this month's market update for Northwest Arkansas. It is December 2023. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, by the way. Can you believe that we are at the end of 2023 already? Time has certainly flown by, but do you remember where we were this time last year? This time last year, most economists and people, including myself, were predicting a recession to happen in 2023, but that didn't happen. Even though our interest rates skyrocketed, our prices also rose this year. Our demand remained high and our inventories are low, which kept our housing market strong in Northwest Arkansas. But what's going on going into the holidays? Do we still have prices that are increasing, or are they starting to level off? We're also going to be looking at how many houses that we have sold compared to last month and also compared to last year. What about our inventories? Are our inventories increasing or decreasing? I've got a really interesting graphic to go over with you towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that and stay tuned for my predictions. We're going to be looking at our 5 largest towns: Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, Centerton, and Bella Vista, and we're only looking at single-family residential property. We'll be looking at sold listings and a few pending and active listings as well. Got some really interesting data. Let's get into it, shall we? So let's start south in Fayetteville. This time last year, Fayetteville sold 117 listings at $188 per square foot. This time last month, Fayetteville sold 123 listings at $205 per square foot. And this month, and remember, when I say this month, I'm talking about November 1st through November 30th. Sold data is always in the past. So from November 1st through November 30th, Fayetteville sold 86 listings at $198 per square foot. Now that's a $7 per square foot decrease from this time last month, but it's still a $10 per square foot increase from this time last year. I'm not really concerned about Fayetteville losing $7 per square foot because there are only 1 out of 2 towns that have decreased in their price per square foot when the other 4 towns have increased their price per square foot. So overall, I'm not really concerned about our price per square foot going down a little bit. So let's move over to Springdale. So this time last year, Springdale sold 65 listings at $177 per square foot. Last month in October, they sold 78 listings at $189 per square foot. This month, 57 listings at $193 per square foot. So not as many houses sold from last year or last month, but the price per square foot went up $4 per square foot from last month and $16 per square foot from this time last year. That is just incredible. Go Springdale. Let's move over to Rogers. This time last year, Rogers sold 75 listings at $192 per square foot. Last month in October, they sold 79 listings for $194 per square foot. And this month, 85 listings at $204 per square foot. Now, notice that Rogers actually sold more listings than they sold this time last year and last month. And they've gone up $10 per square foot from last month and $12 per square foot from this time last year. So Rogers is doing very well in their values as well. Let's move over to Bentonville. This time last year, Bentonville sold 83 listings for $201 per square foot. Last month, they sold 88 listings for $210 per square foot. And this month, they sold 100 listings at $207 per square foot. So Bentonville also increased the amount of listings that they sold from last year and last month, but their price per square foot went down from this time last month, but they went up from this time last year, $6 per square foot. Bentonville has fluctuated several times this year, so again, not really concerned about their overall price per square foot going down 1 month. Let's move over to Centerton. So Centerton this time last year sold 68 listings at $191 per square foot. Last month, they sold 64 listings at $201 per square foot. This month, they sold 37 listings at $203 per square foot. So they have decreased quite a bit in the amount of houses that they sold from November 1st through November 30th, but they have increased $12 per square foot from last year, and they have increased a couple dollars per square foot from last month. So Centerton is still strong in their values, just not selling as many houses. Let's move over to Bella Vista. This time last year, Bella Vista sold 84 houses at $192 per square foot. Last month, they sold 84 houses again at $200 per square foot. And this month, they sold 87 houses at $200 per square foot. So Bella Vista holding its own, sold just a little bit more than last year and last month. And their price per square foot is staying steady at $200 per square foot, which is an $8 per square foot increase from this time last year. So overall, they're doing quite well in maintaining their values month to month and increasing year over year. Let's look at this interesting statistic that I was telling you about. So these are the active listings. These are current listings that have not sold. And if you look over on the left-hand side of your screen down at the bottom, it shows that there were 1,214 active listings. This was this time last month at $206 per square foot. This month, there are 1,261 active listings. Now you say, Eric, what's the big deal? So we increased our inventories a little bit from this time last month. Well, that's not typically what happens during the holidays. Usually around Thanksgiving to Christmas, we see a pretty good decrease in our inventories, but our inventories have been low and steadily increasing as the year has gone on this year, and we've seen an increase since Thanksgiving in our inventories, which may be an indication that things are starting to slow down a little bit, depending on our interest rates. So let's look at this other graphic to see if we're selling as many houses. As you can see, this time last year, the 6 towns sold 492 houses at $191 per square foot. This year, they sold 452 at $201 per square foot. And keep in mind, we don't have December's data yet to find what our total is, but it looks like we're kind of holding our own in the amount of homes that we're selling, a little bit less than last year, but our price per square foot overall, the 6 towns, is still $10 per square foot higher than this time last year, which is still a very strong seller's market. So what's the predictions? Well, it's really hard to tell. Our interest rates are going to really dictate to us. If our interest rates stay between 7 and 8%, I think that you're going to see things level off a little bit. We still have low inventories. They're increasing a little bit, but I think you'll see things slow down as far as the amount of time, the days on market that it takes to sell a home. And I also think if our interest rates go down, which by the way, that's what they're predicting, that our interest rates would go down between 6 and 7. If they do, that's going to create a higher demand, which means our inventories will go low, and I think you'll see our prices go up. If our interest rates go up to 8% or higher again, then I think that you'll see possibly some decreases in our prices month over month and year over year, but we'll just have to wait and see. No matter what, I hope this information has been helpful to you. You can always reach out to me at info@hutchrealty.com. You can go to our website at hutchrealty.com, where we have 22 agents on standby to help you, whether you are buying or selling a home. We're here to help you. No matter what, happy holidays. May God bless you, and may God bless your home.